Hey guys, what's going on? This is Vs.Q401 here bringing you a Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is my very first video, my very first upload of Pokemon X and Y, and my very first narrative battle. So I hope you guys enjoy. In case you guys don't know me, I live stream on Twitch occasionally. Normally Tuesdays, Thursdays, and this weekends at times. I started to streaming December, so I'm not very well known, but I like to be, and I like to start getting more competitive in Pokemon and whatnot. Anyways, what I have for you today is a Smogon OU tier battle that I had against Q401 on my Twitch the other day, and he's actually a very capable battler. What I have right now is I got a sub-disabled Gengar, an offensive Excadrill, a Assault Vest Conkeldurr, a Choice Scarfed Garchomp, a specially defensive Rotom, and a Mega Pinsir, as my opponent has also a Conkeldurr, a Talonflame, Gyarados, Landorus, Smeargle, and Lucario. Expected leads, I expected him to either lead off with the Talonflame, but I was really looking at that Smeargle. So I decided to lead off with the Gengar on that note. But looking at the threats of this team, Talonflame, obviously a threat. Brave Birds, everything on my team. The only ones that can really resist it is Rotom, which is a specially defensive Rotom, so it could take it well, but not as well as a physically defensive Rotom would. Excadrill can, but I don't think it could take a Flare Blitz afterwards. The Landorus, if that turns out to be a Scarfed Landorus with sheer force, that could be a problem, because I think that can outrun my Garchomp, because I am an adamant nature Garchomp, as he could be a possible timid nature one. It also could be a threat if it turns out to be a Rock Polish set as well. And Lucario is always a threat. You never know what it's going to run. It could be running a physical set, a special set, or a mixed set, because it has access to Nasty Plot, Sword Dance, or whatnot. Anyways, I've been talking way too much, so let's get on with this battle. So in the team preview, I expected him to lead off with either the Talonflame or the Smeargle, but I really thought it was going to be the Smeargle, so I decided to lead off with my Gengar here, as he actually goes into his Lucario here, which was a really questionable lead. I wasn't sure what he was going for. But I didn't want to switch out because I wanted to make sure, Lucario is a big threat. So I went straight for the attack as he makes a switch into his Landorus, which is another little bit of a questionable play, as I get a nice 50% on this Landorus. He actually pulls another switch and goes into his Smeargle here because he wants to be immune to the Shadow Ball, which is a very good play. What he doesn't know is that my Gengar is a sub-disabled Gengar, so I go for the substitute, and I'm safely behind the substitute as he actually goes for the Spore, which does not work. So I'm safely behind the substitute as I'm going to get a Sludge Bomb off on the Smeargle, and it takes it down to its Focus Dash, which every Smeargle carries, especially Suicide leads. And I was lucky enough to get the Poison here, which honestly I don't even think mattered, because it just made the battle one turn shorter, as he's able to get up the Stealth Rock, so I might have to bring in my Excadrill later to Rapid Spin him away. So his Smeargle ends up going down here, which is absolutely amazing, as he brings in the Talonflame, I'm guessing just to break my sub, which is a very nice shiny Talonflame, by the way. But he goes for the priority Brave Bird to just break my substitute, which is not a bad play at all. As since I was behind the sub, I think I decided to go for the Sludge Bomb here. I think I went for the Sludge Bomb here, recoil damage. Yes, I did go for the Sludge Bomb here. And I do a nice 75% actually, but I don't want to take a priority Brave Bird, so I decided to switch out my Gengar to save it for later, as I bring in my especially defensive Rotom. But, Rotom walls Talonflame completely, as he makes a very smart play and doubles out, and it goes into his Lucario. I don't know what he was expecting me to go into there. I'm guessing he was expecting me to go into the Rotom so he could set up his Lucario, which turns out to be a special sweeper. So, as he goes for the Mega Evolution, and I believe he does confirm that he is a special set, because he does go for the Nasty Plot here. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ahead in my narration. Yes, he does go for the Nasty Plot here. I go for the Volt Switch, because, the way he double switched and brought it in on my Rotom, and the fact that he stayed in. He probably doesn't know I'm a specially defensive set, but I can't let this thing set up because I don't think Rotom can take a +2 Aura Sphere. I go into my Garchomp, and little does he realize that my Garchomp is actually Scarfed. So I get a nice surprise in, and I take down one of the biggest threats on his team, which was absolutely amazing. Crit obviously mattered, right? No, not at all. On the switch, he decides to bring in the Gyarados because he ends up realizing that my Garchomp is in fact Scarfs, and I am locked into Earthquake, so I'm forced to switch out as I pull into a switch into my Rotom. Because, you know, I guess physically defensive Rotom is better, but, you know, I wanted to be outside the box. I wanted to go specially defensive because, you know, Will-O-Wisp and whatnot. On the switch, he decides to go for the Dragon Dance, which is not a bad play. Leftovers recovery. I think I pull a Volt Switch here as he switches out, I think. Yeah. He switched out. I forget what he goes into here. He goes into his Landorus, that's right. No, wait, wow. I surprise even myself sometimes. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, predicting his switch into Landorus. That's what it was. Leftovers recovery happens. Landorus gets burned. He's taking burn damage. And I think he pulls a switch here as I go for the Hydro Pump. No, he stays in. He goes for the Psychic. And he does quite a bit of damage, but, you know, I am especially defensive Rotom as I am able to take down his Landorus with a Hydro Pump. And that's 3 Pokemon down already. And I took a majority of his threats down already. Yeah. Leftovers recovery. Sorry, the game's kind of slow anyway. Next he decides to go into his Conkeldurr, and I decided to go for the Pain Split because Conkeldurr has a lot of HP, and look at that, it brought me near up to full HP. This is wonderful. As he ends up going for the knockoff, which is unfortunate because he ends up getting off my Leftovers, which isn't the end of the world. As I'm able to see how much damage a Hydro Pump does, it does quite a bit, but not amazing damage or anything, as he does go for the Drain Punch. Takes me down to 5 HP, and there's no reason to save my Rotom anymore at this point in time. Sorry guys, my video just blacked out there. Fixing that in just a sec. There it is. Oh, you didn't miss anything. All my Rotom just got taken down by that Mach Punch. As I bring in my Gengar, because, you know, I'm faster than it, he can't go for the priority Mach Punch as I go for this Disable, or the Substitute, to see what he would go for. Obviously, he's going to go for the knockoff, because, you know, I'm weak to it. So I decided to go for the Disable here. I don't know why I was doing this. You know, I'm disabling his knockoff, but, you know, I guess I just thought I could take an Ice Punch from this Conkeldurr. Even though, like, I am a Gengar. I'm frail as hell. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I get a nice Shadow Ball off as he indeed goes for the Ice Punch, and no, I don't take that at all. I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. Anyways, I go into my Pinsir because I just saw this as a good opportunity to kill the Conkeldurr, get a Moxie boost, and then potentially try to sweep the rest of his team. But, on a side note, I completely forgot that he even had a Talonflame. So yes, I do get the attack boost as he does go into the Talonflame, and I realize that I just made a dumb error, and I'm forced to switch out. And I think I go into my Excadrill here since my Rotom is dead, and Excadrill can resist the Brave Bird, as he actually does make a great prediction here. He actually ends up going for the Roost here, predicting me to switch out, which is not a bad play at all. Right here, I knew he was going to switch out here, because why else would you stay in against the Excadrill unless you're going to go for the Flare Blitz? But yeah, he pulls a switch into the Gyarados, and my Excadrill actually has Stealth Rock. So I'm able to get the Stealth Rocks up, which is really nice. As I think I pull a switch into my Scarfed Garchomp, thinking he would go and set up Dragon Dance, as this is actually not the case, because he ends up going for the Waterfall, which I think he was just trying to kill my Excadrill at that point. If he was really predicting my Garchomp, he would have went for the Ice Fang if he had it. I'm not sure if he did or not. But he wanted to kill my Excadrill, so that's why he went for the Waterfall. Anyways, but it really came down to this, because I don't have anything for a Gyarados. Can I hit the Stone Edge? Oh, yeah, I do hit the Stone Edge. I don't kill it, though. which was like, and this is when I realized that he doesn't have the Ice Fang, because he could have just killed me right there, but he didn't use Ice Fang, which I was quite surprised about, really. But I was seeing if I could hit the second Stone Edge to kill the Gyarados, which I end up doing, which is amazing, which his last Pokemon turns out to be the Talonflame. And at this point in time, like, I mean, there's no reason to save my Garchomp. This Talonflame's always going to outrun me. And this is where the Stealth Rock comes into play, because the prediction with the Roost from earlier turns out to be in vain when I get the Stealth Rocks up, because he goes right back to the same HP that he was once at. As he goes for the Brave Bird, he kills my Garchomp. The rough skin damage and the recoil is actually not enough to kill the Talonflame, which I was quite surprised about. As I go into my Pinsir, and you guys are wondering, like, why are you going to your Pinsir? He can simply kill you with the Brave Bird. Well, this is his last Pokemon. I'm giving him a choice. If he ends up going for the Roost here, I'm going for the Earthquake. So if he goes for the Roost, I'm going to kill him with the Earthquake. If he goes for the Brave Bird, he's going to kill himself along with me. So in any case, this is going to be a 1-0 victory. Or no, was it a 1-0 victory? Yeah, a 1-0 victory in my favor. Only having Excadrill left. This was a very good game from Q. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be uploading videos occasionally. But yeah, this is just my very first YouTube video, so if my narration's off, if I'm stuttering, or, you know, I didn't make any good announcements, you know, just let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys want to follow me further, you guys want to get a chance to battle me, I, again, stream on Twitch TV. I also have a Facebook and Twitter account as well. You could find me on XVFrostedVX on what's that called? Facebook. Sorry, guys, I'm out of it. Anyways, I'm going to be streaming later on today, 7 to 10 o'clock. By the time you guys listen to this video, you probably already see me streaming. But if you guys are new, come and join me on Twitch or on Facebook. Leave a comment. Leave your friend code. I would be loving to battle you. I go by OU Smogon rules, and unless you guys want to go like UU or so on and so forth, I can make teams for that as well. If you guys sat through this video this long, thank you for watching my video, and I hope to be uploading soon. Until then, guys, later.